Well, good morning, class. We're going to be working on two-digit addition as we've been doing for the past couple days, but instead of having your base 10 blocks, we're going to draw them on our paper. So here's our paper here, and the way we're going to find the numbers we're going to use is to use a spinner. So we're going to spin for the first number. That's a 4. Put that here. And we're going to use the level 2 spinner to spin for our second number. That's going to be a 5. So we're going to have the number 45 in our first box. Now what we're going to do is spin for the second number. That's going to be our second add-in right here. So I'll spin and get we'll call that a 4. That's going to be my tens place, and over here we'll spin for my ones place. And that's going to be another 5. Oh, we happen to have a double here, 45 plus 45. So we need to draw that out instead of having our base 10 blocks. So I'm going to draw my tens. Now we've been using a line in the middle of our base 10 block mat so that we can tell which number is which. So I'm going to draw that line there. I'm going to draw my tens. I have 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my ones over here, I have 5 of those. Just dots. We'll be fine. There we go. And since we have the same number, we're going to draw the same thing on the bottom. 4 tens and 5 ones. There we go. We want to add these two numbers together. So what we're going to do is look at the tens place first. Look at the ones place first and see if we can make a group of 10. We have 5 here and 5 here. Since you guys know your doubles, you know 5 plus 5 equals 10. So we're going to just take all the ones and combine them, and we'll put it right here on the top and make it a 10. So now we have no ones over here, and we have a new 10. Now we're going to put 0 ones here since we have no ones left, and we're going to count up our tens. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We've got 90 because we took this 10 and we put it in the tens column. That's what it would look like if you're just using numbers. Now over here what we would do is flip the numbers, but as you guys know, 45 and 45 can't be flipped because they're the same number. So we're going to take that one out for now, and we'll flip it on our next try and see what we get. Now we're going to spin for our second number. Hopefully we'll get 2 different numbers this time so we can flip them. I've got a 1 that's going to go in my tens place. And then in my ones place, I've got another 1. So I've got 11. And for my second ones place, that's a 4. So 4 in the tens place is 40. And another 4. Oh, we've got 2 doubles, but they're different, so that's good. All right, so let's draw our line like we've been using. And for my 11, I need 1 10 and 1 1. And for my 44, I need 4 tens and 4 ones. All right, now let's see, do we have 10 ones so that we can put a 10 in the tens column? We've got 4 and 1 more up here is 5. Oh, we do not have to move anything into the tens column. So I know I have 5 ones here though, so I will make a 5 for my answer and my ones. And I'm going to count up my tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50. All right, we're going to go flip that over here to double check our answer. It's always a good idea. Now for this, what I'd like you to do is just add up the columns. This will be a different way of doing it, and it's 2 different procedures so that you will know you've done it the right way if it comes out the same answer each time. So 4 plus 1 more is 5. And 40, because we're now in the tens column, plus 10 more would equal 50. Remember, you can think of it as 4 plus 1 equals 5, but it's really 40 plus 10 equals 50 because we're in the tens column now. And we didn't have to do any carrying of the ones over into the tens column. All right, let's hope we get one this time that's going to carry over and so we can flip it and see what that looks like. We've got a 4, popular number today. And over here we've got a 3. And then what I think I'm going to do is use my other. I have one more level of spinners here. Maybe we can get some higher numbers over here for our second number so we can do some carrying. Oops. I've got a 3. All right, let's see if we can get a high number over here. A 4. No high number today. You know what I'm going to do? Just for fun so I can show you, I'm going to change this to an 8. I hope you don't mind. There we go. Just so I can show you what to do if you end up with numbers that you need to carry on your paper. I think we might use the level 4 spinners since they seem to work out a little better than the level 1 and 2. So I'm going to take my 43, make my tens. That's 40. 1, 2, 3 in the ones, and my 38, 10, 20, 30, with 8 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I go down another level so I know all my rows have 5 in it. 6, 7, 8. This just makes it easier. It's kind of like when we were in our tens block. We had to move some of our ones down to our tens block. Now I've made my own tens block right here because I'm lining them up. So let's take a look at our ones. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 2 more. So what I'm going to do is take these 2 and circle them around with these 8. And now I have a 10. I do have to move that over to my tens column. So let's move it to the top right here. And that's going to leave me with a 1 right here. 1, 1. So I'm going to put my 1, 1 down here. And I did put a 10 up here, so we're going to put a 10 in that box. And so now I don't need these ones. I'm going to cross them out to remind myself. I counted my ones. Now I'm going to count my tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Because remember, we've got 4 plus 3 equals 7, plus 1 more is 8. Or if I'm using my numbers, I like to make doubles, and I'll show you how to do that over there. So let's flip our numbers. 38 is going to go on the top this time. And 43 is going to go on the bottom. And this time we're just going to use the numbers to see if that works out the same way. So if I have 8 and I add 3 more, that's 9, 10, 11. That's a 1 in the ones place and a 1 in the tens place. Don't forget to carry it. Now let me show you that double I was talking about. Before the 1 was here, you could add 1 to 4. Or you could add 1, 2, 3 because it's addition. We can add the numbers any order we'd like. So I'm going to add 1 to 3. 1 plus 3 is 4, and I know my doubles, so 4 plus 4 is 8. Let's make sure we got the same number. 81 and 81. Perfect. So we've checked it with our base 10 blocks here, and we've checked it with just our regular math right over here. We got the same number, so we know we've got the right answer. So that's what I want you to do at your seat for your work today. Get your own numbers. I think we will use levels 3 and 4, so I will give you those to work with. And try to make 3 problems, and then flip them on the other side and see if you can get the same answer. They definitely should be the same because they're the same numbers you're working with. All right. When you're done with that, I will take that paper. Don't forget your name at the top. Then what you're going to do for your notebook work today, we have some more problems, and you're going to work on them just like we worked with the base 10 blocks we drew. Here's your sheet. Of course, you're going to cut them out just like I have them here. Okay? We're going to make them into flaps. You guys know how to do that. I don't have my notebook with me today, so I'm going to use just a piece of paper, but you, of course, are going to glue it in your next clean page in your notebook so you're able to find them. So We're folding right on the line. We do not need that much glue. So I'm just going to put a little glue at the top here. And then we're gluing them at the top of our page. Okay, glue them however they fit in there for you. Okay, I'm not going to glue all of them. You guys know how to do that, right? Okay, so I will let you put them on your paper. And then all you're going to do, like we were just doing on our paper, is draw the base 10 blocks. So there's an example of how it should look. And I will do one with you. We've got 64 plus 19. So 64 is going to go first. And if you want to draw a line for yourself and do tens and ones, that's what I'm going to do. You decide if you need to do that. Tens and ones. 64. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I keep my tens in rows of fives as well. I'm going to move that in so you can see it. And I need to add one more here for 60. Then I need 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 19, I need a 10. That's 10 and 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, I kept it in rows of fives. And now I need to add it. Oh, I see I only need one more one here because I kept those rows nice and neat so that I can tell that really quickly. So I'm going to grab one of these ones from up here, and now I have 10. I'm going to move that 10 down here in this row, and let's box how many we have left. In the ones column, we have 3. So you're going to write that 3 right here in the ones column. All right, now let's go count up our tens. We know that these ones are done because we moved them into the tens column. So let's count our tens. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We've got 80 tens. Or excuse me, we have 8 tens for a total of 80. If you want to put your 1 up there to remind you that you carried a 10, you can. That's a good idea. So there you go, 83. That is going to be our answer. So you can go through and do the rest of your problems, and then when you're done, maybe check them with a friend. That way, if you guys both got the right answer, you know you're on the right track. If one of you got a different answer, you can double check it. Maybe go back and see what you did for your drawing. Maybe go back and add it up with the numbers. It's up to you what you'd like to do, but it's always a good idea to double check with a friend. When you're done and you have the same answer as your friend, then your friend and yourself can play our game. So let's take that out and see what that looks like. All right, so you're going to need counters. At my house, I did not have any counters today, so I'm going to use a Mickey Mouse shaped keychain and a circle shaped keychain. And here are the directions. Spin a number. Oh, we're going to need our paper clip. So we're going to spin a number and move that number of spaces. Okay, well, let's do that first. I got a 3. I'm going to choose the Mickey Mouse paperclip or keychain. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. I can even put the number right over it. Perfect. If you land on skip, you must skip your turn. If I had landed here, I would be out. I'm done. If you land on a number, which I did, choose a number from the chart below. Oh, now we're looking at this chart. And add the 2 numbers together. Okay, so now I'm going to use the back of my piece of paper here. I want to add 49, and I guess I just get to pick any number. I like to do it randomly, so there. Oh, 45. Oh, 49 and 45, I need to add them together. It didn't say how I needed to add them together. So I guess you get to choose how you would like to do that. So, do you want to just add the numbers, or would you like to draw the base 10 blocks? I am going to draw the base 10 blocks like we did before. So let me make myself a little chart. Just because you don't have a chart doesn't mean you can't use a chart. You can always draw one on your own. It's very simple. So 49, 10, 20, 30, 40, and my 10 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. and 45. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, I know I need just one right here because I kept all my dots lined up. So I'm going to grab one from 45. That's going to be my 10. I'm done with those. Let me box my ones that are left. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to write a 4 over here. I did put a 10 over here, so I'm going to put a 1 above the tens place. Now I count up my tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 94. Okay, I have my answer. It's 94. And let's see. Oh, your partner will check your work. I don't have a partner today, but if I had one, he would check or she would check my work. If you got the correct sum, you may stay on the spot. I know I did, so I'm going to stay on the spot. If not, you must move back one spot. Oh, if I didn't, I'd have to move here. But I did. The first person to reach the end is the winner. Here's the end right here. So you and your partner are both going to do the math problem, whether it's your math problem or your partner's math problem. And then if you get it right, you get to stay. And if you don't, you have to move one back, but that's okay. When we make mistakes, that is when we learn. As you guys know, that's what I always tell you. All right, so there's the math lesson for today. I'm going to come around and see how you're doing. I think you will be able to do this mostly on your own, but if you have any questions, put your name on the help board and I will get to you as soon as possible. All right, enjoy math.